Wild fans, Joe O'Donnell here. Josh Atkinson in Des Moines, Iowa, the Wild defenseman. Great to catch up with you, buddy. How you doing?
Good. Nice to see you, Joe. I'm doing pretty good. Just been hanging out here in Des Moines. My fiance is American, so kind of awkward trying to get us both over the border kind of thing. So we've just been hanging out here and just started to get back on the ice last week. So that's pretty much what I've been up to.
How's Central Iowa been treating you guys?
It's good. It's a little different this summer here. It's pretty humid. The 90s feel like hundreds kind of. I've never experienced that before, so it's been rough, but we got some good AC. So
Pay those bills, my friend.
yeah.
You mentioned getting back on the ice. How has it been getting back into your skating routine? And I know it's not a normal off season for anybody, but would this be the time you would normally start skating?
Well, for me, I usually don't take too much time off the ice. I play beer league with my buddies back home, so I usually take maybe like a week off, and then at least I'm on the ice a couple of times a week, just like having fun and feeling the puck. So being off for 2 months, I felt real rusty when I got back on the ice, but after a week down, I was starting to get the hang of it. Skated with Sammy 2 days last week, so that was nice, and he was looking good and ready to go for his camp coming up.
Skating is such a big part of your game. I'm sure Wild fans noticed that this year. It helps you recover when maybe you're in trouble as a defenseman, to lead the charge out of your own zone and skate the puck out, join the rush. Where did you sort of develop your smooth skating ability?
I think most of my life growing up, I was a pretty good skater. Kind of started when I first started skating. I think I started skating at 3, but my mom put me in like figure skating lessons, and I kind of did that till I was like 13 or 14. So I was always had that as like a fallback. So a lot of my edge work and stuff like that came from there. And then I've had a bunch of skating coaches in the Edmonton area growing up and stuff like that. So it's something that I really tried to focus on and get better at. And at our school, we played on Olympic size sheets, so it's hard to hide out there without being able to skate.
What was your experience at Alaska Fairbanks like? You just mentioned that's where you played NCAA hockey, pretty remote part of the U.S.
Yeah, it's a great experience. I spent parts of 2 summers up there, so you get to see like the nighttime stuff like that, which is awesome, and hunting and fishing stuff that I probably never would have done without being up there was awesome. And then kind of a unique thing for college hockey where most of our road trips we'd be leaving on a Monday or Tuesday night, and then we'd be gone for the whole week and then fly back Sundays. So a lot of time with the guys, and you get really close with not only your class but everyone on the team because you're just sitting around hanging out in airports and trying to get your assignments done and stuff like that. So it's a unique experience, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my time at Fairbanks.
Let's stay with that close-knit theme. This year's Wild team had a lot of great chemistry. Everybody seemed to get along. And, you'll go through seasons, you talk to guys, and they'll say, we got a good group. But it seemed like this year's team in Des Moines was really a special group personality-wise and sort of with that camaraderie. Is that fair?
Yeah, it was a really kind of unique group to come into. Been kind of up and down and all over the place in my pro career so far. So got to come into a lot of teams, and just right from the get-go, from like joining them at Wild Camp, they just felt like something special with the guys who had been here the past few years and stuff like that. They were really close, like really rooting for each other, stuff like that. So it was awesome to come in, and then everyone just welcomes you in, and you blend in, and you try and just make yourself fit in with such a tight group of guys. And I don't know, I've never had a better group of teammates in pro hockey. It was just an awesome experience. When guys go up, everyone's pumped for them. When everyone's having success like with us, it was just a very unique experience and a special group, and something that you wish you could have finished what we had started this year. But I think we'll try and run it back next year and make something happen again. It was a very special season for me, though.
Head coach Tim Army talked a lot during the year about yourself, Keaton Thompson, Matt Register, Turner Ottenbright, guys that either joined the team late or came up from the ECHL or made the team out of camp, all very different paths, ended up playing huge minutes for the group. How would you sort of sum up the depth along the blue line this year?
Yeah, it was an awesome group that we had on the back end this year. I think it was kind of with so many guys joining late and stuff like that, we kind of had the mentality where you got to work like your hardest every day. And I think just like with coming through that experience, you don't want to take any days for granted. So you're just always trying to be focused and ready and giving your best every day. And I think, I mean, everyone on the back end did that, but that group of guys, I think we just tried to do whatever it took to just make ourselves stand out and help our teammates win games. So it was a lot of fun getting to know those guys and playing alongside them this season.
Certainly, we hope to have you back next year. But for Wild fans that are looking for a glimpse into what Josh Atkinson does away from the rink, it's my understanding you're a big gamer. Is that fair?
Yeah, fairly big gamer. Not into Fortnite though, but I do enjoy playing some video games in my spare time. But I think Brownie would have me beat, or maybe Manel and Jerry. They're on quite a bit. Robbie too.
Your favorite video game to play ever is what?
Oh, my favorite video game ever? Probably like, I feel like my favorite video game ever would be like NFL Street, like that game. But I don't know, a lot of those street games were fun. But right now I'm playing Apex Legends mostly, and then whatever my buddies back home are playing. So I think a lot of them are playing MLB The Show and stuff like that too right now. So,
what's your favorite band?
My favorite band? Well, my favorite musical artist is Eminem. Pretty easy for me, but yeah.
You a big rap and hip hop guy? Do you go back and listen to what I would consider sort of my generation of hip hop, some old school stuff from the '90s, or do you stick more with current stuff?
No, I'm pretty open to all genres of music and all eras of music, but I do enjoy rap. I like probably like mid 2000s, probably where I fall, just because that's what I was growing up and what I probably listened to the most and stuff like that. But I'm pretty up to date with the stuff going on now, even though it's not as good as the stuff back then.
The best spot to go out in Des Moines, whether it's for a walk or somewhere to eat, somewhere to spend with your fiance, where would you say that is?
We've been going to the Big Creek Lake a couple times this summer, so I'll say that's a good spot. A little beach in Des Moines. It's kind of funny seeing a beach style thing in a farmer's field, but it's a nice spot and nice to get away from kind of just being in the city.
Now the NHL is getting closer to returning to play. One of the hub cities, Edmonton, they'll host the Western Conference. I know that's a partial spot to your heart. Tell our fans and the folks watching this today a little bit about Edmonton and why that would be a good spot for sort of a bubble in a hub city.
Yeah, I think the guys will have as much fun as they can in that bubble, but the rink there is brand new. I think the hotel that they built down there where everyone will be staying is brand new. I think the best part about Edmonton, though, is such a hockey place. It's crazy. We had the Stanley Cup run in like 2005, 2006, and Edmonton it's a different buzz in Edmonton when like playoff hockey and stuff like that is going on. So I think it'll be a good energy, even if there's no fans in the rink and stuff like that. I think just the buzz around the city will be fun, and I think that energy might carry over into the games and stuff like that, make it a little more lively. So, yeah, I don't know. I think probably the best part for them, though, is like that facility's all new and stuff like that, and there's a ton of rinks in Edmonton, so they shouldn't have any problem getting their practices and ice time, all that squared away.
Last question for you. Your favorite NHL player growing up was who?
My favorite my favorite Oiler growing up was Todd Marchant for a long time. A little small, speedy forward. But I think my favorite player to watch was probably Chris Pronger. Just smooth skating, physical, and great passer. So try and mold that into my game sometime.
Yeah, Stanley Cup champion as well. Hey, Addy, appreciate you catching up with us. Thanks for doing this. Have a nice skate today, and look forward to seeing you down the line.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Joe, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in person.
Wild fans, that is the Admiral, defenseman Josh Atkinson. Hope you enjoyed another FaceTime conversation with a Wild player. We'll see you soon. Stay safe and keep it real.
See you guys soon.